Wow, I've got some marathon people here tonight. So I will be introducing our founder, Kiran Kodithala. It took me a while to learn how to pronounce that. The other thing is I just wanted to say this when thinking about Kiran and just about end to end is what if? Kiran is always asking that, especially like when he wanted to do this conference in September. It's what if we did a non-conference? And I was like, okay, what the hell is a non-conference? And I got to figure out what that is. And then when he does everything he does, it's always about what if. It's about challenging every preconceived notion. And no matter how many times I irritate him and piss him off and tell him that I think that's a stupid idea or something, or I can see he's rolling his eyes and he's like, yeah, I can't quite decide if I'm gonna go with that. But he's always asking, what if? What if he hires just some random guy that he meets at a restaurant that's working in his parents' restaurant and looking for a job, and gives him a job as our media specialist, and Rohan just knocks it out of the park. So it's always an interesting thing for me. So I'd now like to introduce Kiran Kodithala, and we will be wrapping it up.
All right. I know you're all excited. So this is my promise to you. Good, I like that. So I'm the only one standing between drinks and this, so I'm gonna keep it as simple and short and hopefully entertaining as possible. First of all, are you all having fun yet? Yes. By the way, did we reimagine education today? All right. How do you like the facilities of the world champions Atlanta Braves? Cool. I'm glad you all like it. Because the truth of the matter is, this event was never supposed to happen. I started planning for this event in the heart of the pandemic around December 2020, because that was our 10th year anniversary. And as we were planning for it, we were dealing with complete lockdowns of the states, obviously Georgia and everywhere. But I still wanted to do something subdued or otherwise. But in my infinite wisdom, around March 2021, I made a calculation that somehow around September 17th, 2021, everything will be perfect. All the people will be COVID vaccinated, and everybody will be hungry to get out, thirsty to get out, eager to meet everybody and entertain. I was so convinced that I looked around different places. We looked at Mercedes-Benz, we looked at Battery, and I immediately fell in love with Battery because of the integrated experience it has. It has a ballpark, it has obviously Roxy, all the restaurants, everything from getting a $500 pour of whiskey to $50 margarita or $5 margarita. So you have all these great amenities in Battery, and I was like convinced that this is the place to do this. And well, at least I was not wrong about Battery, but when it comes to September 17th, 2021, man, I was wrong, right? At that point, we had Delta hit, schools were closing down again, campuses were going back to hybrid model, and the whole thing came falling apart around July 2021, where some of the speakers were dropping off as well. So as I was listening to it, I was like, well, there's a saying that fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you. But I'm not, if you guys know me enough, I'm not the one who learns from their mistakes. So I made another mythical decision and said, in my infinite wisdom, on February 24, 2022, COVID will go away and we'll all be vaccinated, we'll all be perfect, everybody will be hungry to go out, thirsty to drink, and eager to meet. Man, I was wrong again. So around December 2022, 2021, we started having all sorts of issues with respect to Omicron and people, the entire, everybody getting sick and everybody and their parents, grandparents, friends, families getting sick. But we still wanted to stick to it because, at this point, I don't have a way to get it refunded or postponed again. I wanted to just get it done. What makes it very, very interesting and why I said this event was not supposed to happen was on January 7th, I got COVID and I was bedridden. And then few of my employees got COVID as well in the second week of January. And at that point, I was like, maybe we should just punt it. And I called a few people, like Rick Torres, and I said, I'm going to call 5 keynote speakers, and if 2 of them drop out, I'm going to pull the plug on it. Again, this is all real. And that's when my initial hypothesis that people were ready to get out was proven right. Because Rick basically said, yeah, absolutely, I'll come. I would love to talk to you. I would like to talk to the people, whether it's 10 people or 20 people. And same thing with Jordan, same thing with Ahmad, same thing with John Katzman as well. And once I finished those discussions, I was so excited that we're going to do it rain or shine. But here's the kicker, and here's where it required much more than me making a decision. If anybody knows end-to-end, for an event of this magnitude, you need somebody, as you can see here, somebody to build this graphics, somebody to do this floor design, somebody to order the food, somebody to make sure that partners are invited, speeches are lined up, panels are created. So there's a lot of effort goes into it. And a real big company, not a real big company, a big company, you have a chief revenue officer, chief marketing officer, chief hospitality officer, partnership officer. But at end-to-end, I've taken pride in building a very, very lean operation. So when we made an announcement saying, rain or shine, we're going to do it on February 24, 2022, the thing that happened in the last 6 weeks was purely people saying, yes, we will do this because we want to do this. Yes, we'll do this because we love end-to-end, or you said so, or I don't know what that is. But regardless, everybody at end-to-end has come together and became some of the, for example, one of the person, Subhash, who builds products, has decided to build the new swag bag and make sure that everybody has a swag that they need. Srini, whose job is to make sure that the clients are successful, has decided to make sure that these panels are successful by making sure that all the panelists are going to be there. Abhinav K, who supports the product, has supported this entire thing by taking on the role of internally end-to-end event production manager. And every single person of end-to-end has taken the role of event manager, coordinator, graphic designer, website developer, whatever it takes. We have not hired a single external person just to run nSquared, other than obviously the ByteGraph team to help us with the video production. It was all done. Everything here is all done. First of all, I want everybody at end-to-end get a big round of applause for pulling this off. You deserve this. Because the big thing that I was thinking about while I was wriggling in pain with all sorts of complications that I want to explain about is, why the hell do I want to do this event? And that was kind of even before the keynote speakers. There were 3 main reasons why I wanted to do nSquared. Yes, I wanted to celebrate our 10th year anniversary, but I wanted to celebrate and meet the partners that have made end-to-end become successful. Partners like ACI Worldwide, who has trusted us and supported us to make sure that we can help them with integration. Partners like Modo, who have helped us become successful by building the best next-gen applications. And obviously AWS for their support on cloud infrastructure. So definitely the team of end-to-end. I wanted to do it for the team of end-to-end. I wanted to do it for the partners so that the partners know who end-to-end is, whom they're working with, and how they can also engage with us better and inform with us better. And third and most importantly, we have a lot to be proud of this last 10 years. Even though we're 10 years old, we really reached our best year in 2021. We were recognized as Inc. 5000, one of the Inc. 5000 companies. And somebody told me that I'm now the one of the 100 titans of Georgia. So we have a lot to celebrate. I'm not tooting my horn, but the point is we have a lot to celebrate out. I wanted to make sure that everybody hears this, and it's not about me. It's about the team that makes it successful. And most importantly, I want nSquared to be about everybody understanding when a team gets together to decide something, it does not matter whether they have the competencies, it does not matter whether they have the skills, it does not matter whether they have the experience, it doesn't matter whether they have the history. We can pull this off. And that's what we did at End-to-End. This was our first ever marquee event ever. Like, we have never pulled off anything even remotely close to this. We fought COVID, we overtook it, we made sure that this event is successful in a hybrid setting that we have really lit. This morning, I was trying to make sure the Zoom webinar works just an hour before we opened the doors. So we were all trying to figure this stuff out as it comes. And we did this successfully, and I'm so proud of you. And I'm so happy that we stuck to the date. I'm so happy that we pulled this off. Of all the things that we have done, I'm proud of. And I'm most proud of this one guy that I want to talk about. Where is Nicholas here? Nicholas Colbert. All right, Nicholas, I want you to come join me at stage here. Oh. All right, maybe. So you all saw Nicholas. Come join me on stage. So the thing that I am super proud of, beyond exalted about, and made this happen. I don't want to get into details, but the second week of January I was talking about, he was actually in the hospital dealing with kidney issues. He was admitted to the hospital for whatever reason, and he was dealing with all sorts of complications. But when we decided that we'll do this, he designed this floor plan. And I did not know that this was a floor plan until I walked in yesterday. He designed each of these lighted things that you're seeing here. He designed this thing. And this whole event really could not have been even remotely possible if not for Nicholas Colbert. Nicholas, thank you for what you've done. So, as I promised, I'll keep this short. That's all. This event is about celebrating our success. This event is about celebrating end-to-end. Now let's celebrate by having drinks, eating food, and riding the bull. Is that what you're doing tonight?
Okay, we are going to have sweets, liquor, and then at 8 o'clock we will have food, and Kiran will ride the bull as many times as Abhinav M1.
All right, sounds good. Deal. Thanks, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you for being here.